Hey everybody, I'm Brad Talton here with BattleCON Unleashed. We're down to the final hour for this project. So yeah, just wanted to say hello. I have Marco joining me,
Everyone, get in here.
and I also have Chris Solis will be joining us in just a few minutes. So yeah, so we're just gonna celebrate, count down the final hour of the final BattleCON project. Finally, final. So I saw your video, Marco.
Oh my
I
gosh.
really appreciated that. It was really heartfelt, and I cried a little bit at the end. But you know,
I was trying not to cry the entire time.
yeah, I could tell. It's cool. You know, the best is yet to come.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so yeah. Oh yeah, I should invite. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, is this a picture of Laura?
I think that is a picture of Laura. It's an older picture of Laura, I think.
Without hair dye?
No, I think her hair still dyed.
Oh, it's bleached. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well.
All right. So I see we're 20,000 away from 400. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's good. It'll be a good finish if we make it to the 40 mark. But if not, the project is still a huge success, and I'm still really excited for everything that we're going to make. I mean, after all, we are going to make everything, so it's no never mind to me. I'm going to get all the characters.
Yeah. As long as Brad gets all the characters, we're good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys will too, right?
Oh, okay.
Because like we're going to make all the characters. It's just how many characters do we give away for free, and how many do we release as store releases?
Yeah.
So it'll be okay.
But you get all the characters for free, so you're fine.
What's that?
But you get all the characters for free, so you're fine.
Well, yeah, there's that too. I mean, just perks of the job. But anyway, we do have an announcement. We have a new character for free for everyone that we're going to announce during this stream. So there's actually one more bonus character that is going to be included in Unleashed for everyone. We mentioned this yesterday, Marco. Yeah, did you see yesterday's stream?
Maybe not. No.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just hyping it up for you, going like, so that the fans also get lost. Yeah.
I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna post them on the blog. Chris, do you have that ready?
The blog?
Yeah, with the secret bonus character.
I can bring it up right now. Give me a second.
Okay.
Do we have the blog made? I mean, I know who it is, but like, the secret character is Marco. No, it's not.
It's good Hikaru.
Good Hikaru. Evil.
Pathetic Hikaru. Marcaro.
Oh, Marco. There's actually a custom character called Marco.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And there's also another one called Magic Max, both of which are based on me, both of which were made by Daniel Zeiger.
Aw. Yeah. If you want Ernie the Geek, you just go to the Geek Store and get him. You don't even have to deal with us.
Yeah, he's not an esoteric character, right? He's not an esoteric character to get.
He's pretty fun. He's got a sub-game mechanic, which,
Wait, quick question, Brad. When it says you may challenge your opponent to another game, does it have to be a non-BattleCon game? Or can I challenge them to another?
It has to be a different game than the game you're currently playing. You can't challenge them to finish this game.
I see. So here's my idea, right? I've always wanted to do where I hit that finisher, and then I challenge them to another game of BattleCon where I still play Ernie, and then I hit them with the same finisher.
You'd have to play a different copy of Ernie, though.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Have, multiple copies of Ernie, so you can't truly infinite with this effect.
Aha! Little did you know I have infinite copies of Ernie. See, that's what you.
I see. Evil Ernie.
Yeah, evil Ernie. Yeah, that's there you go. Oh my gosh, I love it when people give us costume ideas. So, right, we have like evil Hikaru and we have good evil Hikaru. So people were like, "What if there's evil good evil Hikaru?" And I'm like,
man, that's too much. That's too much. It's just
sure
it
it's
goes
too
full
much?
circle. Full circle.
"Yeah." So if you're evil good evil Hikaru, does that mean you're just back to being regular evil Hikaru?
I think you're just regular Hikaru again.
Okay,
That's my feeling on it. But who knows?
I see.
Who knows how it really goes?
All right. People can ask questions, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
you can
so many
post a
questions.
Q&A, and it'll automatically proc to us in this Q&A section, and then we can throw it up on the screen like this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then it covers half of Chris's face. At least on our screen, it covers half of Chris's face. I don't know what it looks like on the Kickstarter.
Covers
front page.
Marco's face here.
Okay.
It's okay. They know my face, so it's fine. Just imagine it in your head.
Yeah, it's after enough podcasting, I know Marco's face pretty well.
I don't think that's how podcasting works, bro.
Well, anywho, let's yeah. So I was gonna answer that. I actually put that up not just as an example, but so I could answer it. We are considering some smaller packs, but the I don't know yet. We're still planning out how those are gonna go to to launch. But it would be cool to do a 2-character standalone game or 4-character standalone game that works as kind of an intro pack. And it may even be something that we can give away at events to be a starter deck to BattleCon. So planning to do a few things like that, hopefully, in the future.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Thiago asks, if Wanderers had 2 more spots, who would you want to put in? Probably Bearclops and Raptor. I think we're close in line. If you created characters for Wanderers, then you probably recognize those names. Bearclops very nearly became the secret boss for Wanderers, but it was just too wild. We couldn't do it.
What do you mean barely? Wink. He is the secret boss. Whoa.
So, yeah, but we had a lot of fun with Wanderers, and I would love to do a project like that again sometime. That said, the created character tiers do also kind of cover some of that. So we've gotten to make some really cool characters for Imperial spells in Steam, and I've really enjoyed doing that. And of course, it's really fun in Millennium Blades too. But yeah. Anyway, if you guys have a question on here, you can just click Show Question to Audience, and it pops up right there.
Yeah. Sure, I'll answer some of them. Here, how about this one? Rasmus asks, how playable are Borneo and Shuto in their current versions? Are they a complete joke, or are they more of a Dan Hibiki type, as they can actually win a decent amount? Borneo and Shuto are tournament legal, but not tournament optimal. They're not trash fire garbage, but they are a decent.
They ain't good.
Yeah, they ain't good. They ain't that good. Here's the deal, right? Like, I think we lost Brad. Did we lose Brad, chat?
No, we lost you.
I lost both.
What's happening?
I can hear you both.
Oh no, everybody's lost, and the screen is spazzing out.
Uh-oh.
Kickstarter streaming.
Did we just restart?
Can you guys still hear us? I can hear you all still.
You guys can hit reload if you want.
Yeah, I'll just reload this page. But
Well, I think we can keep talking. We can still hear you. Can you guys still hear us?
So you guys in the chat, can you see me okay, or is everyone else gone?
You're gone. But they can hear us.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna try and reload my page too then.
All right, just Chris for now. How are you guys doing? I can't really answer these questions.
I'm back. I'm back, everyone. So let me continue answering that question. They are not tournament optimal per se because they lack basic movement options like dodge and burst. If you guys will see later on, we have a blog coming out for Gar. She also doesn't have dodge or burst, and there's a lot that you have to do with the character's cards to make them viable enough without having dodge or burst, right? And that's a big problem. Like, dodge and burst are so character's kit, that it becomes really absurdly bad if they don't have access to them. Start to beat movement is very, very important in BattleCon, because if you don't have start to beat movement, it turns into exceed. And if it's exceed, that means if you're at range 1, your opponent's strikes will usually hit. And that's not a good deal for you, because the lack of, your opponent worrying about their attacks hitting or not, that's a big factor in BattleCon. But they're not garbage fire, right? Like, hey, hi, Brad. Welcome back.
Oh, okay.
They're not.
Oh, good. You can hear me. I was replying to you the whole time, Marco, and you just kept talking like you couldn't hear me. And I was like, maybe you can't hear me. And then I realized I hadn't hit the go on layer button.
Oh, yes. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so, like for Gar, and we had to give her a style that was dodge, basically.
Yeah.
And for Borneo and Judo, they don't really have that tool. Yeah. So it's a little tougher for them.
But their benefit is that they get access to some of the best cards in the game by having a bunch of unique bases that are super good, right? Like Judo has Press and Whirlpool and Lance. And Lance, jeez, Lance is super good.
He's got like, in general, the bases in War, I think the custom bases in War are a little bit higher quality. Then Borneo has access to stuff like Hex, which is also really good.
And Divider.
Yeah,
right?
And Divider, right. So they may get some buffs in the upgrade kit. I'm not sure. That'd be a question for Andro.
Yeah. So for the secret character, the blog is not ready yet, but it will be by then, very soon, maybe even by this end of the stream. So if you guys wanted to talk about it, you can, and then we can link it at a post.
Well, I want to make sure that we have it ready, and then I say, oh yeah, it's up, and everybody goes to look at it and leaves us alone for a second, and then I'll talk about it. So you can have it open in another window while we talk about the character.
Nice.
Okay. Uh-oh.
So let me know when it's ready, Chris, and link it to me in Discord and we'll make it we'll get it started.
Okay. So while we're doing that, we'll answer questions, right?
Yeah, let's answer a question.
Okay. Oh.
Will Marigold and/or Roken from Pixel Tactics ever become a fighter for either Exceed or BattleCon? So Marigold's an interesting question because she's kind of like another color character, kind of like Burgundy. We had considered making her. She's probably going to be an alternate costume for Burgundy in BattleCon Online. So kind of like how some of the characters have a different character that's just a skin. Like you can play as Camberall instead of Alexian.
Yeah.
So Marigold will be an alternate skin and voice for Burgundy. That's the plan. And she may show up in some other future games that we're planning. So keep your eyes out for more of her. Let's see. Rokan, I don't know. He'll probably show up in more utility roles because he's more of an inventor type character. So he'll probably continue to show up in games like Argent and Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'm going to disconnect for 5 minutes. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. So Ken asks, is there indecision on an ebook copy of the compendium in the future? Yes, we want to make the Grand Chronicle available via ebook. You'll probably be able to download it either in Steam as an add-on or via Drive-Thru RPG directly. So we'll use a service like that to make sure that it's available to everybody. So yeah, but we do want you to be able to read it, of course. Let's see.
Here, I like this one. Will BCO patches be implemented in the tabletop version, or will those two diverge into separate metagames or entities? I think that's a big yes and no, right? Like
it's a little of both, yeah. It's because the tabletop game is a lot tougher to patch than BCO. So I think that tabletop patches will be a lot more rarer than patches to BCO. But I don't know. I think the plan is to release periodic upgrade packs through drive-thru cards or other print-on-demand services so that the game continues to stay up to tournament spec. But also following that, I feel like Andro's doing such a great job that we probably won't have to do so many rebalances in the future.
I feel like some stuff will stay and some stuff will go. Like, for example, a lot of stuff like nerfing Cadenza a bit, nerfing Schecter a bit, like buffing Luke a bit, buffing Katata a bit, all of those stay. But certain decisions that we made for the video game version probably won't go. Like, for example, Calistar's form cards being two distinct sets of cards might not fly in BattleCON.
Yeah, those kind of changes won't go through. And I think that Carolyn actually works a little bit differently as well, in that her bonus forms become status effects instead of like actually copying the card in her discard pile.
No,
which are just little technical things, but they can make a bit of difference.
Yeah.
Characters that do double attacks are all getting reworked so that they don't have secondary follow-up attacks, because those have never played nicely with Soak and Stun Guard, and they cause a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And so we want to make the game more accessible for BCO, and that's our main concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, double attacks just turn into bonus power, because that's essentially all they are, right?
It really is. Sometimes you get, like, if you have a good before activating, you can get that again. But most of the double attacks really don't have that. And it also creates questions with like anti-powers, bonuses, etc., stuff like that. So are we aiming to reach the esports scene with BCO? What do you think, Marco? You're the esports expert here in the room.
Oh my gosh. You know, like, I guess it could work, right? If we find a format that's really, really nice to watch and we have really, really good casters. The thing about watching something like BattleCon that's a bit hard, like, what makes an esport successful is that if anybody were able to just open the TV and watch it, then it's good, right? Like, you don't, like, the problem with current esports, at least, is that you have to be engrossed in the game a little bit to be able to understand what the heck's going on screen, right? But when you're watching, for example, a regular sport, I think that's what you have to realize, right? If an esport essentially is trying to just be like what a regular sport is in your mind. So when you try to do a regular sport, right, you turn on volleyball or soccer or, football or American football or basketball. You don't need to know all the rules to understand, like, hey, these are basketball men, women, and they just need to get the ball into the thing. And it's fun to watch, right? But when it comes to video games, it's kind of hard, right? Like, because it's just like, it just looks like flashing colors to me. You have to have a lot of foreknowledge.
That said, It's a lot easier to say, like, you watch an Overwatch, league event, and then you say, oh, I'm going to go play some Overwatch. It's a lot easier to participate in the sport yourself and thus understand it than it is to say, like, you watch a game of football and you're like, I don't get it. Maybe I'll just go play some football and find out. That's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, because you need to get other people to play in real life, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like a double-edged sword, I guess. But it's all about creating a viewing experience that's easy. And that's the problem with BattleCon, I guess, as an esport, and why we need good casters for it. Because
the plays can be really complex. And the counterplays can be really complex. And it's difficult for a caster to explain it at the pace of the game.
Yeah, so that's my big problem with casting BattleCon right now, or at least attempting to do it. Like, you watch me do Making Connections, and that's essentially me attempting to train myself in casting BattleCon. And it's super hard, because it's like I can only really explain my move and never really explain why the opponent is doing any of their moves. And BattleCon Online only lasts 1 minute 30 seconds per turn. And that's just not hard.
It's a short window for analysis, yeah.
Heck yeah, super short window. So I feel like it can work. I just feel like we need to find that happy medium where we get the commentary and the viewing experience to be good. Because the Overwatch esports scene is also pretty bad, because a lot of Overwatch's thing is about having multiple coordinated attacks happen, but their only point of view in spectator mode is through the eyes of one player, right? And so everything gets lost. Like, the esports scene for Overwatch can be a bit of a mess because of the way they present it to the audience.
I feel like MOBAs kind of have that same problem too. If you're ever watching like League or Heroes of the Storm, like, you have to know a lot about that game to understand the combos and the plays that are happening. And especially when players start talking about talent choices and stuff. Hey, Laura, how you doing?
I feel like I was summoned because you were talking about esports, and then you start talking about League of Legends, and I was maybe up until like 4 a.m. watching Worlds.
Oh, cool. Did your team win?
Yes.
You have teams? Is that a
Yes.
thing?
3 Western teams in semifinals.
Oh, I just realized you have a Fnatic poster behind you.
Ah, okay.
I don't hide my
Oh.
allegiance. I'm sorry, my
Cool.
allegiance is to EU. Can't help it.
So
But I'm
I
happy
see.
for the NA team that's in. Anyway, we're not talking about.
EU.
I like C9, man.
I know.
C9's great.
That's what I said.
I love my boy
The
Sneaky.
NA team that's in it, but we got to root for Fnatic over them. Okay.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
Oh, was I echoing this whole time, guys? Because I just realized that I had my my audio playing out of my machine.
Oh, I think maybe I was echoing because my voice is kind of loud.
Oh, it was
and
totally
loud.
me. It was definitely me. But anyway, good. We're not echoing anymore.
The
Well,
video just got much better looking. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's great to-
Laura has.
yeah, great to have
It
you with
just
us.
got more colorful. That's all.
Yeah, color is what we really need because my whole room is just gray and Marco's just this yellow blob over there.
Oh my gosh, the Asian guy's room is yellow.
I mean, I think it's just the door that's like casting color onto everything, but
Yeah, that's true.
it kind of projects.
Wait.
Whoa. Okay. Sorry, Nick. I wasn't even thinking about that.
No longer yellow, everyone.
Wow. All right. Ignore me, please. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know Laura yet, Laura is the designer of the graphic designer for our games. Even though she didn't do the cards for BattleCon, she's doing the updated rulebook and did the big box for Unleashed, which is really gorgeous. So if you like the box, make sure to say thanks to Laura. What's that?
I get to do a set of bases. Too.
Oh yeah. I was
I'm very
watching.
excited.
Yeah.
That's like
This-
I feel like now I'm actually like part of the Level 99 family because I get to like do something in BattleCon proper.
Yeah. Well, you did all at BCO, so
That doesn't
I
count.
feel like why does that not count? You can't just take your achievements and say, "Oh, it doesn't count." That's a dark
No,
road.
but like I don't know, getting to do something in like paper BattleCon, I feel like that makes me happy.
Okay, well, I'm glad. And it's
All right.
it's good. Paper BattleCon is, I guess it's got a special place for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's not cry.
I said an hour of sobbing. That's all I want here.
Yeah.
Arco
let's
asks,
bring up another
have you thought of doing themed packs for characters like you did for Pixel Tactics? It feels like it would work better for BattleCon.
Where is that? Oh, okay. Theme packs. So like the Seven Sisters, the Price of Victory, and the Argent mini packs for Pixel Tactics. Probably not in BattleCon direct like tabletop, but in BattleCon online, we definitely will plan to do like Students of Argent type of bundle, and you can get the characters from art that are appeared in Argent, or a Planestalkers bundle, and you can get Kadath and Arya and Oriana, that kind of thing. So we will do theme bundles eventually, but it probably won't come out in paper.
Okay, do we just rapid fire through all the questions so we can get to crying?
Sure. Yeah. Let's see. There was one here I really wanted to answer. Let's see.
Make Zach a real boy. Yes, make Zach a real boy eventually. No, we lost Laura.
What?
Oh, did you? I didn't see Laura drop out.
No.
It might just be you, Marco.
It's just me. Did I drop out?
No.
Yeah. I see you too. I see all of you guys. I don't know what's happening.
Now Marco's gone for me.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He always comes back.
Yeah, that's Marco.
Now
Yeah,
I'm back.
welcome back.
No.
She's
All right.
audio only. Laura's video is just fine. I pulled the Sal Ezra.
No, she's still moving. She's just standing really still.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's mean spirited. All right. So this is the question I want to ask. If this is the last BattleCon Kickstarter, what is the next, if any, Indians Kickstarter? So what's next for the world of Indians? It is probably going to be Free Companies of Indians, which is the sandbox mercenary adventure where you go around the world and fight monsters, fight wars, recruit heroes, and enlist them in different armies, etc. So it's kind of I don't know if you guys have played sandbox games, but things like Merchant of Venus or Zia, Legend of the Drift System, or Merchants and Marauders, those kind of, or even Wasteland Express is a more recent example. Those games where you kind of just go around and do stuff until you accumulate enough points or time runs out, and whoever has done the most stuff or accumulated the most points wins. So that's what that's kind of what Free Companies is going to be like. And it's got kind of a cool deck building mechanic where there are different countries in the world. You are a mercenary company, so you sell mercenaries from your deck into the country's decks. And then when they go to war, they play the decks that you build for them against each other. So it's kind of like, I'm not playing against you necessarily, but we can fight each other by proxy, by backing or sabotaging the different nations.
Can you play the Black Spire company?
Yes.
Of course.
Black Spire, you could play. There's like 4 more mercenary companies that were being introduced to the game. Possibly a few others. Anyway, it's going to be super cool. But that's probably what's coming up next for Indians. That's if Trey doesn't get back to me super fast with a new Argent expansion that he wants to do.
It's called Tegrant, and it's a new game. If people have never listened to the podcast, I have a running theory about all the Level 99's games, and that they're all actually just components to an even bigger game. So like you play something like Free Companies of Indians, but then every time that you need to accrue resources, you actually play Imperial, right? And then every time
super meta on us.
Yeah, and then you build the decks for the countries by drafting them from Millennium Blades, and then whenever you have to fight the 2 individual countries, it actually turns into games of pixel tactics, right? And then every individual character fighting in pixel tactics turns into a game of BattleCon. So it actually all Voltrons together into.
Brad's just like, this is not what I intended.
So they are. I would say that they are linked, but it's a lot less. What's the word? Like, it's a lot more tangential than that. I think. Like they I guess you could actually play that out. But the games don't actually somehow Voltron together in the future. This is not that the design doesn't go that deep, but the world building does. Yeah. So like Mystic Empyrean is kind of related to Indians. Indians is a world that exists within Millennium Blades as like a comic book universe. So it's kind of like that. Like the worlds exist within each other, but as like different kinds of media.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I mean, BattleCon exists in Indians, right?
Yeah, like BattleCon exists in Indians as a card game that they play.
And Runica's the best at it.
Yes, of course. He may
Strean,
not be the best, but she wins. I'm drinking Moroccan mint. It's like a black tea with mint mixed in.
Oh, mint.
Super fancy.
Quick question to everyone. Mint chocolate, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
No.
I'm like super offended.
Why would you not do mint chocolate?
You know what would go great with chocolate right now? Toothpaste. That's what. Like, come on, guys.
Maybe you're not having real mint in your ice cream, Marco.
Maybe that's true. Maybe I'm getting like Filipino trash mint.
I think you probably are. I mean, real mint ice cream is white. It's not green.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm just getting bad mint chocolate.
I just getting like store bought.
Also,
mint
you
flavor.
went right to ice cream, and here I was thinking about what are those like little chocolate things that you can find at all the department stores around Christmas.
Like the little brownies or cookies.
They're little like cubes of mint chocolate.
It's like Cadbury, but instead of like having more chocolate inside, there's mint.
They're so good though.
I don't like them. Okay, anyway, let's answer.
Someone used to like buy a box of those for everyone in the office every Christmas, and most people didn't want them, so they just ended up with me.
Oh.
So I'd have, like,
I kind of wish I had an office to buy Christmas gifts for.
It's okay, Brad. You buy us fake Christmas gifts, online Christmas gifts.
I'll give you some Steam Christmas gifts.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That's like mint chocolate drops or something. Send it to all.
Yeah, so like the most like fruitcakey game you can make. What do you call this? Is there a way to try out the new stretch goal characters, both locked and unlocked?
There is actually. Daniel made the playtest module live yesterday, or I guess Alice made the playtest module live yesterday, and so now you can log on and try out all of these characters, everyone that is planned. And if Alice is here, maybe she'll post the link in chat. If not, do you know where the module is? The tabletop module?
Not me.
Okay.
Ironically, like I never host the Steam games. That's
streams. Fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna drop a server invite here, and if you guys want to join the Discord, and then go to like let's see, I think it's LFG BattleCon. You'll find the no, not LFG.
In mods download, probably, right?
Yeah, that's right. The mods download is not for moderators; it's for game mods.
Yeah, ironically, it's not moderator download.
Very confusing.
Yep. Yeah. So if you go to the official TTS for BattleCon, then you should find all the new characters. So yeah. Anyway,
I can't download Marco. People are sad.
So check that out, and there's some really cool characters we have planned. Among those is the bonus boss to Fate, the bonus boss to Trials, who hadn't been printed previously until now. We also have a couple other future characters that didn't make it. I think another one of the Malifaux sisters is in there. There's a couple more Vision 13 character in there. I think, yeah. And anyway, discover it for yourself. It's cool. Yeah. We got a lot of cool characters planned for the future.
Always fun. Hey, Brad, there's two questions that are the same. So I'll just put up one or two.
Sure.
Right? In an ideal world, would you like to make an actual fighting game with BattleCon characters?
Yeah. So I don't know. Because I don't know if you guys follow, but we have Fantasy Strike, which was based on Yomi. And it was a very different kind of fighting game. And I enjoyed it, but I don't know how well received it's been. So I feel like maybe it's a potential project for the future. That said, fighting games are a really tough act to pull off. It's much better to, say, make a game that's more multiplayer accessible, something like Towerfall, or like
Smash Brothers. We're making Smash Brothers. Maybe
Smash Brothers, but I even feel like Smash Brothers is very specific, or has gotten very specific. It's a difficult game to play casually against people who know what they're doing.
That's fair.
Whereas, like with Towerfall, you kind of can just play it casually, even against skilled players, and you may not have a great chance of winning, but it's still interesting and fun.
In Dean's Party, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, so I think like we would rather make some kind of party style game that features the characters than to make a complex fighting game, because we already have BattleCon Online to do that.
I see.
And managing too many competitive communities is tough.
Would Berman be the equivalent to Bowser?
Would who?
Would Berman be Bowser?
Probably. No, I think that, like, let's see, Wardlaw is probably the equivalent of Wario.
Yes.
Probably. Maybe we could. I mean, Agena would be like, Bowsette. So you could always do that.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, she is a queen who is a dragon turtle thing. I guess it makes sense.
Ultimate costume confirmed.
Oh no! I actually have I edited Wardlaw's art, gave him like a yellow shirt and like violet overalls, and it fits exactly. He looks just like Wario. That's literally just the character. At that point, I realized that Brad was just copyright infringing on Nintendo, so I had to stop it. I deleted that art.
He's not meant to be a direct like Wario reference. I think Fontez got excited and put a little more of that influence in, which I'm fine with. Honestly, it's fine. But it's I wonder if the references are too direct.
Brad, it's always okay to make super direct references, right? So long as we don't get sued for them.
I guess
Alien
so.
Ropeburn asks, will there be any rules updates or clarifications to the special modes, like team battles from the original Devastation? How many of those are making a return anyway?
So really just the ones that were in Devastation previously. We're probably not going to we're probably not going to support them going forward too much further. But one set of stretch goals that we had planned was an extended boss mode and an extended dungeon mode. Those may come out as future small box expansions, and that kind of depends on how healthy BattleCon is after the release of Wanderers and Devastation Remastered. So we'll have to see what the market is for those. But if we do release them, obviously they won't be going to Kickstarter. They'll be going direct to retail.
Direct to retail. All right. Yep. I'm sorry. We're just going to rapid fire through all the questions now.
Okay, go ahead.
We're running out of time, boys and gals.
Are you able to put them up on the screen with the show question button?
No, but I'll just read them out loud.
Okay, well, I can click it. Do you want to start at the top?
Yeah, start from the top, right? So Sean asks, wait, we did two? We did two by mistake?
Okay. I think you scrolled down a little bit. It was said the missed stretch goal characters may be available for purchase later. Could you make them part of the pledge manager? For people outside the US, they can get expensive. I don't know. I have to think about that because it is a little odd if players can bring those characters to tournaments before their technical release date, their street dates. Part of the reason that we have a lot of small products is so that we can release a thing every month and keep the game in front of stores. And so it might be that a character that you got, in August next year as part of your awards doesn't release until next August, and that could be a little strange for some players. So it's something we'll consider internally, but I can't say yes or no at this time.
All right. Sean asks, when you first told your parents you wanted to make a board game for a living, how did they react? Now that you're a successful designer and publisher, how do they react? Did they get a little jealous that you have a cooler job than they do?
Well, I don't think that my mom and dad envy me. My mom is a claims medical specialist for insurance companies. So she basically determines how much it'll cost to continue care for a person if they have a permanent injury. My dad kind of just does whatever. And we always joke that he's been retired for like 40 years. Nice. But he has his own business as well, and he kind of does what he wants to do. So I don't think either of my parents really envy my job, but they are happy with my success. Yeah. No. Like my mom actually comes and backs these projects every time we do one. Now and then. It's fun. She actually bought a character slot in Imperial and asked me to do a custom character based on my younger brother. So that's something that I'm working on now.
I like the idea that you have to be paid to put your brother into the game.
Well, I don't like to do like overt references like that. I know. I don't want to show favoritism, but I guess it's okay to show favoritism to your family. I don't know.
It's great to get support, though. I don't know.
It is, and it's good to have a good home support.
Yeah.
And anyway, so yeah,
family important.
My parents were a little worried I wouldn't be able to make a living making board games, but now they're not worried about that anymore.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing, right? Let me get this one real quick. So Fate Trials Wanderers Extended Edition, that's basically going to be the bonus content that comes in the Unleashed box. So that said, like as far as the alternate costumes and stuff for those characters, probably not. It's just not in the timeline to do that. Fabio's working on other stuff right now, and so I don't think that we'll have an extended edition for those games.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. No. Parchment Engineer asks, will late pledges count towards stretch goals?
Let me see. I don't know where your question is. You're looking at a different list of questions than me, Marco. I think you're scrolled way down.
No, I'm going by votes. It says here that it's like the second.
By votes. I see.
In like the back end of the stream thing, like the update for me.
Yeah, mine are all stuck at one.
Actual like live stream.
Oh, that's weird. Anyway, hey Brad, do late pledges count towards stretch goals?
No, we're not planning for late pledges to count towards stretch goals in this project. And that's just part of the logistics of deciding what we're going to release and what our release schedule is for 2019 and 2020.
Hey, I'm back.
I think
No.
with the stuff that we actually have slated for stretch goals, it would be really hard to do that because we would constantly be pushing the timeline out. Like every time we hit a new mark, we'd have to like order new stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, then we'd have to order new art, which would extend the deadlines. I mean, we're experiencing that with Imperial. Like we're probably going to be announcing a delay for Imperial because we just added so much art at the end that Noko is behind a little bit.
So much art.
Or not even really behind, but just like on schedule, and the schedule was not sufficient.
Noko can only work so many hours in a day.
Chris is back.
Yeah,
Chris,
welcome back,
you
Chris.
been? Where have you been? Why have you not been here? Tell us why.
Just had to take out the trash, but
okay.
the chores are done. Now I'm ready to talk about BattleCon.
Hey, Brad.
Is it time to announce our secret character?
Well,
Chris?
now that Chris is back, I think Chris can announce it, right?
You should do the honors. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get the link first, so I can post it for everybody. So let's see here.
Here.
All right. Oh, cool. Okay. So let me just get this link here.
This is fun to here.
All right. There we go. Cool. So here is a character. This is a link to a character. That character will be a free bonus character for everybody who backs the project. You can read on this website. You can find out this character's name and this character's shtick and backstory. Well, not really backstory, but all the kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, have you guys read all this before?
I saw the finishers.
The character.
I've seen the finishers. I've seen the spreadsheets for the finishers. That finisher is absolutely insane. Like for anybody who hasn't seen the card yet, right? Like I will
Stroke of Midnight.
Stroke of Midnight. It has range 58, power 59, and priority 60.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I just like the theme, right? Because it's the stroke of midnight, so it's like the second timer going to midnight. So it's like 58, 59, 60. It's
I dig it. Who designed Victor?
So Victor is a trials or is a Wanderer's submission that we could not print in Wanderers. He was designed by lead playtesters Ty and Kiera Arnold, and we banned anyone who did was part of level 99 that like part of the organization wasn't allowed to be included in Wanderers. But we love the character so much that we really want to throw him in. So we decided to make him the secret boss for Wanderers because every BattleCon game has a secret boss. So there you go. So anyway, that's where Victor came about. The art that you see here is still just his concept sheet. So this is kind of what he looks like. He remains in black and white, even during no matter what the rest of the world looks like. So he's actually a black and white character. But anyway,
we live in a world of grays, Brad, not black and white.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a slate blue, slate gray.
Yeah.
So
wait,
it's okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this is the character, and he makes these suggestions, and if you violate the suggestions, then he gets stronger.
He feels a lot like what old Phelanna was supposed to be like, right?
Yeah, he has a little bit of that to him. So a little bit like Phelanna's concept. I don't know if Phelanna actually ever had this precise effect.
No, she didn't. But the entire point was that she had laws that if you broke would punish you, right?
Yeah. But she was always a character that was about tying her own hands.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, yes, it is. He is a Vincent Price reference for you movie buffs out there. Yeah, Ty and Kiera are big fans of the old horror movies. So anyway, Victor will have final art. He will be in the Unleashed box for everybody who backs Unleashed, and he is the secret bonus boss of Wanderers. So congratulations, new character.
Yay! Wait, is he tournament legal? Awesome. I assume he is.
Yes, he'll be tournament legal.
All right,
just like all of the characters from Trials for it.
Friendship ended with Evil Hikaru. Now Victor is my best secret character.
Does Victor eat free at games? Yes.
Oh my gosh, Colonel Sanders. So many more questions, so little time, Brad.
Yeah. Let's blitz through these. All right. So will Wardlaw eventually get a rival who's just a good version of him and jumps a lot, who wears red? I think that would take the reference a little too far, but Gar is kind of like that, so maybe Gar is actually his arch rival. I feel like she wears red and jumps a lot.
Obviously, it's just an alternate costume to Wardlaw, where he just wears red instead, right? Like
maybe so.
Could also work.
Yeah.
Will there be any rules updates, clarifications? Oh, we did this one already.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. What about the secret character from Fate that never emerged? What up with that? Zal Ezra is the secret character from Fate. He will be available in retail soon later. He was a stretch goal for this project.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Not so
Zal
secret
Ezra
anymore.
fans. Yeah, not secret anymore. Eventually.
Eventually. All right. Looking ahead, how much money do I need to budget for 7th Cross? Any hints we have there for Exceed?
All of it.
So let's see. So budget for 7th Cross, it's going to be less than 150 to get everything, I think. Certainly less than 200 to get everything in 7th Cross. But I think it's probably going to be less than 150. And given some of the design decisions we make, we might actually get it down to 100. Of course, that's the retail. I think 7th Cross may be a Kickstarter exclusive, given the size of the box. It's going to be a little difficult to get to retail. So we'll see. You'll know about it a long time before it happens. We were going to do it later this year, but we're still doing a lot of stuff to get ready for it. I still want to refine a bit and do a lot more testing on the game to make sure that all the encounters are clean. So 7th Cross will probably happen after Millennium Blades Collusion, which will be coming up in the next month or so. So look out for Millennium Blades as our next big project.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's next?
Let's keep answering. Do you think we'll ever get the alt character costumes in physical form?
The alt character costumes in
like
physical
Camber.
form. Yeah. Maybe they have been available. Like the costumes that come on BCO have been available as tournament prizes, like organized play rewards.
Yeah,
and that'll probably continue to be the case. So you'll be able to get those through we can get those through the project or through our organized play rewards.
I see. I think there was a mistake in the question. I think they meant Trial's secret character.
Oh, well, the Trial's secret character is Himmel 9, who is also a stretch goal in this project, much like Zal Ezra, who will also be available in retail, much like Zal Ezra. So
good job.
Eventually, Himmel 9 will come out as well. He's the big tanky character from Division 13. He's kind of got like a power mech suit, transforms into a tank, uses artillery weapons. He's also got an instant kill finish. He's got 2 instant kill finishers.
Sounds
he's kind of
accurate.
Yeah, he has effects that reduce, like, cap his damage really low. So he can't take more than a certain amount of damage in different beats.
Oh, okay. So it's damage caps, right?
Yeah. So and sometimes he gets soak on attacks that also let him basically become immune.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Peter, how much of the Grand Chronicle is new text versus reprinted text? Any plans for more complete expansion of lore in the future, like a novelization? Brad?
I need to read that question because that kind of went on a bit. Where was that?
Here.
How much the Grand Chronicle? Okay, here it is new text. It's going to be mostly new text. I don't think we're going to do like full histories of every character the way that we did in the first art book. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like a section that talks you through the lore of the games and shows off where the different characters appear. So it's going to be like more of a storybook than a like character guide.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there'll be character pages and stuff, but it won't be just character. It'll be like, here's 3 or 4 pages of the story of Trials, and then the characters in Trials each get a spread with a few lines of their histories.
All right, let's go. We only have 7 minutes left, so let's kill all of these. Thiago asks, I can't be the only one asking if we'll ever see someone from Indies and Exceed. Exceed tends to be other IPs. Like, if we wanted, like, it tends to be other IPs. That's just what the game is, right?
Yeah. There are rough plans for an Indians Exceed expansion, but that's far in the future.
All right.
So.
Any chance for a custom costume or launch party tiers will be in the Pledge Manager?
Yeah, if we have leftovers, they'll be available.
All right. Which token Anti was the hardest to design over in the BattleCon history? I guess they're asking what UA was the weirdest to design.
What UA?
Yeah.
Victor's pretty weird. Anya was probably the hardest to design.
Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I feel like we're losing. I feel like we're screaming past the rest of our hosts, though. Maybe we should
I'm sorry.
talk some more and not answer all the questions.
I like
All right.
this stuff.
All right.
It's fun and interesting, but I really like going forward. I want to see the kind of games that like you three want to make and work more on bringing those to life. Because like I feel like we've done a lot of my games. We've done one of Chris's games. So I want to see like what a Lara game looks like, what a Marco game looks like.
I have an unhealthy obsession with gotcha games.
Yeah.
Laura, we're gonna make a gotcha board game, right? It's a gotcha board game.
If we come up with a mechanic that uses,
yeah. You open the.
I want to come up with a mechanic that uses actual capsules as a game mechanic.
Just love gotcha.
Because these are not like super expensive to make as a component. They just take space. So.
If you open them, inside are waifus of differing star levels, right?
Right.
Waifu
that.
That's all I want.
So we call it Waifu Wars, right? And it's actually a gacha MOBA game.
We're just gonna combine all the keywords and make Brad regret ever asking us for ideas on.
Oh! It's the Dark Souls of gacha games. There you go. Let's go.
Nailed it.
Wow. All right. I'm already sorry I asked.
Chris, how about you?
Well,
What's the Dark Souls of?
If you look carefully in my background, there's a prototype back there somewhere. You can barely see. Forgot to kind of hide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on the bed over there with that chibi robo on me, but we're working on it before the thing.
Oh,
maybe hopefully one day you guys can see that. Yeah.
Is this like the mech piloting one?
It's not the mech piloting one.
Oh dang.
I can go ahead and I can talk about that. We can talk about the plan if you want to.
That's your call. That's
okay.
Really you.
So the game is called 99 Heroes. It is a sort of team arena battler featuring characters from all the different level 99 games.
We did it, boys.
Fighting together in internet. So it's like you can play it 2-player, but it really goes best up to like 6 players. Anyway, Chris is developing that, and it will sort of be like Smash Brothers to BattleCon's Street Fighter, if that makes sense. But it's a game that's going to have arenas with special effects, like mini games going on in the background, stuff like that. And we're hoping to use like amiibo scaled miniatures for that game. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. But we'll see when it goes, because it's something I've definitely wanted to do for a long time. So I'm glad that we're able to be working on that.
Heard you guys talked about Smash Bros. Without me. I feel left behind.
We tried to summon you.
Well, we had to, or we'd still be talking about it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my gosh!
But I am excited to play some Smash Ultimate with you in about 2 months.
Oh, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped.
Everyone's here. That should be your tagline for 99 Heroes.
Yeah,
let's just straight
get sued by Nintendo again. Can we? Okay, for 99 Heroes, can we have an alt skin for Wardlaw that makes him yellow with purple overalls? I think that would
absolutely not. Anyway, especially not when you have like a giant figurine. I'm not going to make an alternate paint figurine that's like blatantly copyright infringing. What do you want from me?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So Exceed. So speaking of Exceed, and then people are talking about Exceed. So we have seasons 3, 4, and 5 planned out. Season 3 is probably going to be out by the end of the year, and it's going to feature 3 boxes. Season 4 will be out probably around next Gen Con and features 2 boxes. And then season 5 probably shortly after and has 2 boxes. Still no word on what season 3 actually is. We know, but it's still very mum because for whatever reasons, my licensors have asked me not to talk about it just yet. They want to make the announcement, so
yeah.
we'll get to that. We'll announce it pretty soon.
if you've listened to the podcast, you might get a hint. A small hint.
There are also some red herrings on that podcast, so I wouldn't listen too closely.
I mean, that's the point, right? Like like that's why I said small hint. You don't know which one is real, right?
There are hints. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
There are
but
hints.
it'll be a property that you know and love.
Season 3 is Dark Souls.
That's the only thing they would guess from listening to the podcast, of course.
So season 3 is Dark Souls.
shows
You're
up
not
in
wrong.
I would really love to do a Dark Souls Exceed. That would be pretty cool. But it's not Dark Souls. The Kingdom Death Exceed would actually be pretty cool too.
My Little Pony Fighters, of course.
Yeah, I know Josh. Contacted
Main 6.
like Fighting is Magic. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
to
I think we
Them's
should
fighting
still do
herds.
U.S. president succeed.
Them's Fighting.
U.S. President Succeed.
I would do Them's Fighting Herds, but I draw the line at U.S. Presidents Exceed.
Okay, Founding Fathers Succeed. That way we can have Hamilton and Benjamin Franklin, right? Benjamin Franklin's UA.
Those things always jump the shark before they even get out of the off the shore.
But we've already jumped the shark. Literally, there's a card in Exceed called Jump the Shark, so we've done it already.
One Punch Man is something that we talked about. Anyway, this is not the Exceed ending stream. This is the BattleCon ending stream.
Oh my
So
gosh.
let's talk about BattleCon.
Thank you, everyone, for
Thank
backing
you guys for
BattleCon.
the support for everything.
Yeah, thanks for the live streams and the beatings on the internet. I know how to play BattleCon now. It was a lot of fun to learn and understand it with fresh eyes.
Oh my gosh.
really enjoyed seeing all of the creative social goal submissions.
It's been really fun. Even the people that like just did like something like drew a Cadenzling in MS Paint or did a Burgundy plate cosplay. Like those are still really cool. Like it's just to know that people are so excited that they're getting into it.
Even though I'm
that's
still
really what I
mad at
wanted to
Chris
see.
because I asked if I could submit fan art and he told me only if Brad could also submit
10.
custom fighters.
9,
Yeah,
8,
it's if when
7,
you're an official character
6,
or when you're an official
5,
creator.
4, 3,
Wait, are we in
2,
2 seconds?
What?
1.
Oh.
It ended.
Wait, that was the
No.
end of the project?
Yeah.
It still says
It-
2 minutes for me.
It says 2
Yeah, my
minutes.
clock says 2 minutes.
It says 0 seconds for me.
Marco is a
All
lot.
right, I'm gonna open this up. Hold on.
refresh.
I gotta see.
It says 3 minutes now.
It says
Yeah,
0 seconds.
Marco. Oh, it says 3 minutes to go. Marco, you're we still have 2 minutes.
We don't
To
know for
unlock
sure
Orion.
unless everyone ups their pledge right now. So
Yeah. So up your pledge right now.
and we can find
It says
out.
0 seconds on mine. So I don't know.
The internet's lying to you, Marco. Remember how I told you that time zones were a lie? This is it.
Okay, I guess time zones are a lie. Are we going to be answering questions even after the project ends? Or
Yeah, we'll sit around for a few more minutes and continue getting through all the questions and stuff. So that's fine.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, and especially questions about Pledge Manager and stuff. Those will be, and about the reward release schedule. Those will be coming out. I mean, those will be good to talk about afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, see, now we're down to seconds. I see like 108 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
99
Whatever Kickstarter page on my end. It's like, look, I'm not trolling you guys. It trolled me. Okay.
Alright.
Did you think
Anyway.
about Ruby? How about it? Can we not talk about Exceed right now?
Well, yeah. Also, there's another Ruby board game from Arcane Wonders, so that's right out. But anyway,
What's the expected delivery date for this Kickstarter?
so we're planning for August 2019. We will hopefully have it in time for Gen Con next year. So I think that's pretty reasonable given where we are on all the projects. Like, what was Alice's question about
Making the mod public.
Oh yeah. I thought we did that
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. You can post that link here, Alice, if you want. Or for anyone who wants to join, and playtest. But anyway, cool. Yeah. So we got about 30 seconds left. Seems everybody in the world has a different second count left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kickstarter.
Yeah. Oh, so someone asked if you're first time backing, $5 is enough. I'd say I'd say start with Wanderers. Jump in for
15
30,
seconds.
grab Wanderers. Yeah.
15 seconds?
But yeah.
10.
Someone down 10. Okay,
Count it down,
15.
Chris.
I have more
15.
time.
I think I'm off. I see 5, 4.
I see 10, 9,
We
8,
just have 4 countdowns.
7,
It
6,
goes red.
5,
0,
4,
0.
3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, there it is.
Yeah.
We did it.
And I think if you actually had the project open, you can still like finish your backing. But yeah,
We did it.
project complete. So
Ah.
BattleCon Unleashed finished about 383,000, unlocking us 23 stretch goals, I think.
Yes.
So pretty cool, pretty cool. We've got lots of cool stuff planned for the future, and this is this is just the start of the next phase for BattleCon. So I hope that you all stick with us and continue to watch the future of this game.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a little bittersweet. Feels
I'm
kind of like the
sorry.
end of an era.
I made like a 23-minute video of me just crying.
Oh, Marco,
True.
we've been on this journey together.
No.
But you know what? It really made me realize that, like, watching the video and hearing about your history with the game, it really made me realize that. Well, how do I say this? Like, there's a lot of problems in the world, right? There's a lot of bad stuff in the world, and it's difficult to like read the news and then justify that I'm an entertainer when I could be anything else. I don't know if you guys ever feel that way.
I feel that.
But listening to that made me feel really good about the things that we've done, and not even necessarily like the games that we made, but the fact that we've got a personal connection to people who are playing the games, that we have made a difference for you guys. So I just want to say thanks for sharing that with me, Marco. It really made my day.
Right.
So
That's my dream, man, is to make something that will make other people happy. Like, that's it. That's the only reason I ever want to make games. So,
well, if you want to be happy, you got to work to make other people happy, I think is how the adage goes. I don't know. Maybe I just made that up. But it's something I believe. What you offer to other people is what you'll have for yourself. So I hope that you guys have that the games that we make bring you all a lot of joy.
Oh, they do.
So
They do. So I'm sorry, but Chris, can you like start firing off Q&A questions? People really want them answered.
here, I'll just post on the screen and then you can read them.
Okay. Actually, I need to leave, so I'm gonna.
Oh no,
Sorry about that.
bouncing.
I gotta bounce.
All right.
It's been
Chris
a
is
pleasure.
ghosting us as usual.
Guys. And thank you for everything, and we'll see you guys.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. We'll be. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back to work, making this stuff happen.
Absolutely. Goodbye, all the backers. Thank you.
Bye, Chris. We love you.
Thank you, Chris.
Time to depart.
Oh, okay, Laura.
I'm gonna go
Well,
prep
I'll
for-
see you tomorrow.
I'm going to do some Exceed card alters. So I know we were talking
Ah,
about
okay.
and not talking about Exceed. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to go prep for that. And
All right. Well, look for Laura's stream, Twitch TV/Total Havoc with a K. And you can post the link here in chat if you want.
I'll do that. Come hang out if you want to still weep about BattleCon when we're done here. But
Yeah.
I'll leave
Me-
you two to answering questions.
Yeah,
It was
me
a
and Marco
pleasure.
hang out and answer the rest of the Q&As. So, see you,
Thank
Laura.
you, friends.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. All right. Well, here we are, Marco.
Oh,
Me and you
man.
again.
It's
Just
just
like
you
old
and me.
podcasts.
I mean, not even old, right?
It's just like current podcasts.
Yeah, just like current podcasts. All right, everyone.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Level Cap live stream. I'm your host, Brad Talton, and with me is the venerable, the ancient, the timeless, the antiquated. This is where you do your
Marco.
name.
That one Asian guy, DeSantos.
Visible tears.
Visible hand tears, right? And otherwise, of course, and otherwise.
Of course, and otherwise.
And otherwise.
Well, if you guys haven't listened to Level Cap podcast yet, it's like this pretty much every time, except sometimes I'm more sleepy, and sometimes Marco is less sleepy.
yeah, sometimes.
But not always. Sometimes the roles are reversed.
Yeah. Sometimes the table's on the other foot, or is that the shoe?
Yeah. Sometimes the table is on the other foot, which is turned.
Yeah. DeSantos is such an Asian surname. Hey, look, okay, there are many kinds of Asian people, and we can have Spanish surnames, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in a multifaceted melting pot of a world. Okay, Marco, you know Ruby, right? How do you feel about implementing Ruby team into BattleCon? Okay. The only character I'd be excited about would be Yang, but okay.
Well, let me say one thing. First off, like, I may not be making more BattleCon games, but that certainly doesn't prevent you from making more BattleCon games. And I am a big proponent of fan expansions. So I hope that you guys will continue to keep the game alive and continue developing stuff. If you want to offer your fan expansion at your local anime convention or tabletop gaming convention as like a personal project, then I'd be cool with that. I don't want to see things showing up on like drive-through cards and such. But if you print things for yourself to share with your friends and people who live near you, that's cool. If you want to put it on TTS mod, that's cool. But I'd like to see people expanding the game and building onto it. Those kind of fan expansions are real fun to look at. So
Fight Club. One of my favorite community events ever.
So don't let BattleCon end just because Level 99 is moving through to new things.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we go through these questions, Marco?
Heck yes, let's go. How about I'll just pick the question.
So I'll put it up. You read it.
Yeah,
Can you
sure.
see the one I put up?
Which one did you just put up? This one. I meant Secret Boss for Trials. No. This is the Kickstarter. Wait, I should just go onto the stream itself, right?
I guess so. That would probably be the way to do it. Then you can actually see what we've put up here.
But I do not see it. I do not see the question up on screen, Brad.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Kickstarter must just be buggy. All right. Well, just ask me questions. I'm going to ignore the Q&A. So you just delete the questions as you answer them.
All right.
I will leave it all to you.
Okay. All right. Luke asks, after 110 characters are done, will we have 110 characters ever?
That is exactly what it takes to fill the Unleashed box. And I believe we will have 110 characters that completely fill the Unleashed box. Official tournament legal fighters by the end of the game.
I see. That's great. They'll only have space for 109 characters for me because Zach always has a place in there. When you finish creating 99 games, will you finally be freed from your curse? Brad, these are the important questions.
I surely hope not. I don't feel cursed. And I hope that I can make more than 99 games in my life. That would be fine. Yeah. I mean, like, how many games has Reiner Nietzsche made, right?
That's fair. Your idol, your hero.
Yeah. Now, if you count all of the expansions, we're probably pretty close to 99. We definitely have more than 99 SKUs in the world. Especially once you count the BattleCon Online, that each one of those costumes and characters is a different SKU.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, fine, that's fair. So you're not like under some like MST3K kind of thing where you have to
where I make games clumsily and then people in the background are laughing at me.
Or maybe like you're forced to watch as you create more games, right? Like you're in this perpetual, supposedly purgatory where you have to make more games. So it's not that, right?
No. I wake up every day excited to go to work. It's a good job and it's a great life. And I want to thank you guys for supporting Level 99 Games and giving me the opportunity to do what I love to do. So big congrats big thanks to everybody who is who's here.
No, we love you so much.
And not here. All of you guys who supported us. If you're watching the video later, thanks to you too. Yeah.
The VOD will be on YouTube, so as usual.
Yeah.
Molly asks, Cadenzalings and BCO when?
So also being able to select your bases in BCO is something that we are considering.
Oh.
So we'll see. It might be a season 3 thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can answer this next one because you already answered this on podcast. Peter Candelario asks, we ever get unique artwork for character styles in physical BattleCon like in BCO? The answer to that was no, because only some of them would have it and the others wouldn't, right? And
yeah, it takes Mosh about like 2 to 3 weeks to make a complete set of of styles for a character, and so if we did that for Unleashed, we wouldn't be finished by like 2020.
Yeah.
Like literally, there's just that many characters that we wouldn't be able to do it all.
Yeah. It's quite unfortunate. And at the end of the day, right, like there's like 80 something characters, and we're not going to make a full set of style arts for all of them, right? And if we can't do all of them, we're not going to do any of them, because then the game wouldn't look uniform anymore.
Yeah, it would be inconsistent. And I think that's one reason that we did move to Exceed, was so that we could set a new standard for ourselves. So, you know.
Yeah.
So whenever we do get Indians Exceed, they'll be fully illustrated, of course. So
yeah,
look out for that.
Oh, I'm gonna love it so much. Spore the board game, Brad. Do we want to make Spore the board game? No.
Probably not. I was not a huge Spore fan. I think it would be kind of an interesting legacy game to do, but I certainly don't need a Spore license to make it work.
Yeah, that's fair.
As well without.
You can just do, these are random evolution aliens.
Here's a civilization evolution game that starts in Primordial Era, legacy up to, to the future. That's
Sounds okay. Are there any plans to ever do a tabletop RPG of the Indian setting? This is such an ironic question.
Yes,
this person doesn't know.
There are plans. We will do an Indians setting for a tabletop. Something that's in the works that we've been thinking about for many years, but still haven't managed to bring to life.
Yeah, and for the people who
someday.
Oh, sorry. For the people who don't know, right? Like Indians started off as an RPG, tabletop RPG setting. So, and many of your favorite characters were some of Brad's PCs and NPCs. So, yeah. Okay. Where's the tuck box / card templates? We need them to make our own customs, of course.
Yes. So those will be on the website in the next few days. We haven't posted them yet, but we will. There'll be an announcement, and we'll mention it in the updates for this project. So, yeah. So you'll know when it happens.
Okay, that's great. Tell me. So people in chat are also asking questions. So tell me your fighter balancing secrets so that I may balance my crappy custom characters. Go to the fan server. Somebody link the fan server. There's a custom characters channel there. We test everything there. We even get fight clubs sometimes. What are Synodon and Kai's UAs? We streamed that on Facebook. So if you go to our Facebook, it's there. There's an entire game of Brad playing them.
So I played Kai, and he's got this kind of like push your luck bluffing mechanic, which is super cool, super fun. Kenny has a sort of he has this motorcycle that runs around in the background, and he can actually like jump on and off of it as it goes by. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Heyo, how long till we can expect to see Evil Hikaru drop?
So Evil Hikaru is probably going to come out next Tuesday, like 48 hours from now, on BattleCon Online. And at that point, we're planning to, or rather, as soon as we can, we're planning to send out codes to everybody, all of you backers, to unlock the online content. Right now, it'll just unlock Spellhacker Marmalade and Evil Hikaru, but as time goes by, more things will be unlocked by that code. So once you put it in once, you'll gradually get all of the unlocks automatically as they come out. They'll be made available to other characters or to other players eventually. So Evil Hikaru will probably be exclusive for a week or two, and then he'll go to general availability, like the other fighters. I'm
really excited for some Evil Hikaru. I don't know how much we've talked about his playstyle or anything on stream or whatever.
He's gonna be so cool. I know that people are pretty excited for his voice acting, which is like the best scripting.
The best scripting. Oh my gosh! I mean, like most of it is just like Hikaru's lines, but he replaces every good with the term evil. All I need is one evil.
Just opposites of everything. Yeah. But he has this one where he goes in this like long death rant when he dies. He's like, "Oh no, the agony of defeat! How could I possibly lose? It's inconceivable! I haven't lost. No, this is just a short, a short setback, and a much larger plan." And he just goes on for like half a minute at the end of the battle.
That sounds the best. Of course, the current line that I've had that will always be in my heart is whenever you take too long to pick your attack pair, Evil Hikaru goes, "Taking forever to pick your attack pair, huh? That's really evil."
Yeah. Or when he concedes, he's like, "I'm going to concede and deny you this victory, or deny you the satisfaction of victory."
Oh, what a jerk.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh my gosh. People want Cadenza Link costume for Cadenza.
Oh, people want Cherry in BattleCon Online. I should go ahead and say Cherry's planned for Season 3.
There you go.
The cancer is back.
C. They both start with C, so it's there. Okay, since Millennium Blades and BattleCon are officially related, as per Brad, can we get Van Diesel in BattleCon, please?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I was in charge of the art for Collusion, that card would not exist. But Fabio is in charge of the art, so this is what you get when the artists are running the asylum.
Oh my gosh! Somebody link art to Van Diesel, please.
No, don't. It's Van Diesel runs on Nightmare Fuel.
He does. He totally does run on Nightmare Fuel. Oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah,
I'm gonna have to make that the flavor text now.
Please do. That would be the only appropriate flavor text, in all honesty. Oh, here. What was your first character you decided to get into Wanderers? Who was the Wanderers character you wanted to be in the most?
Oh, well, we actually decided it as a team. We we each picked 3 characters that we liked. We threw all those up on the board. Obviously, eliminated the duplicates or checked the duplicates. And then we sort of eliminated the characters that were either too close to the existing characters or too close to people we were planning or too close to to existing lore concepts, things that we didn't think would work in the lore. Mm-hmm. And that got us down to a list of 10, but it was pretty tough to call out the ones that we didn't select. It was a very tough selection process.
It was. My answer to that was actually Daijin. Daijin was actually one of the characters I voted in, so I'm glad he's there.
Daijin was pretty cool.
And Feilana as well. Daijin and Feilana were
all the characters that we picked are super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feilana was actually I'm really glad she's in because she actually looks eerily a lot like a custom character I made before called Nega Cadenza, who would take bases from his hand and put it in a pile, and then he would do stuff based on the things that were in that pile. So yeah. And we did work with Wanderers to make sure that we were getting a good balance of the different genders, different races that are in the world. We didn't want to have a box for example, Fate. There were no human characters in the whole box, which was a little odd. And the gender split was a little odd because we just because it was based on the fan vote, and the fans voted for waifus, so we had a game that was 70% waifus. Which is why you picked Berman, right? Which is why Berman's there.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons. I had to pick a guy character to fill out the box, but no, it was Berman was also a character I really wanted to make, so I'm happy that he's in. In general, though, what's the word? We had a really good selection of characters to work with in Wanderers, and I'm really happy with the ones that we picked. Yeah,
I really like Wendy as well. Mostly because she's finally a female character who doesn't look like a cute teen. You know what I mean? I
think it's good to have some older characters in the game too.
Exactly.
And that was one of the reasons that we picked Wendy and John, because we liked the concept of the characters that were I guess I'd say more real characters, if that makes sense.
Older people, old people exist too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we couldn't get over Rockmancy as an art, as a magic art.
So is that now a canon branch of magic in
Yeah. So I'm not sure if he's the only one that uses it, and he's the inventor and sole user, but it's a thing.
All right, that's great. EX and Almighty versions for Fate and Trials or Wanderers characters?
Not currently planned. So Light and Shadow may be one of the things that we are. I guess it's one of the things that we're not supporting going forward for characters. There's not going to be a Light and Shadow box for the upcoming characters, but I think it was just. It's a mode that some people enjoyed, but it didn't have wide enough appeal, I think. But of course, you can still play everybody multiplayer with the Devastation rules for multiplayer. So you can still play 2v2s and such.
Yeah. Okay. What pledge level would it take to have Kiyoshi Kyokai in the game?
Who even said that?
That was Arbco. So he knows everything, Brad.
Arbco.
Alien Ropeburn?
That's not even like a character. I don't know who that is. That's my email address.
No, you said it, Brad. No.
That was my old Weeb email address. No, I think that was a character from like a high school RPG way back when.
Oh my gosh. Wait, there is a name for that for a character. Oh my gosh.
But that character is basically Joffrey from Seventh Cross. So you don't have to wonder who they are or how they would fight.
Okay.
The character is actually just Joffrey.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the same character? Is Joffrey just a logical extension of that character from Mystic Empyrean? Like the guy with the banner?
No. That's a different guy altogether.
Okay,
Leon is someone totally different.
Okay. Is there a future for Strikers?
Strikers is also something that I think is not going to be supported going forward. It was a cool mode, but it's just not something that that pulled people in. It wasn't anyway. But no, we're not going to. But you can still play Strikers with the characters you have. So Strikers is certainly not dead. It's still around. That said, the Strikers were pretty tough to balance.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them seemed atrocious, especially when comboed with certain UAs. Is there a chance that characters submitted as social goals will ever be officially printed?
Characters submitted as social goals. That's pretty unlikely. I don't think that we're not going to do another Wanderers type box in the future. But like I said, try to like build your own BattleCon and bring in all the characters you want to play. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, somebody made an entire Smash Bros expansion, right? So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's going to be, speaking of Mystic Empyrean, there is going to be a LARP at Gen Con 2019. Tyrion has developed a Mystic Empyrean LARP. And that'll probably coincide with our second edition coming out. So look out for that.
Yeah. That's going to be a really weird RPG to LARP, because it's like, yes, I picked the Hunger Jaws. Now I can unhinge my mouth.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly how to do it. I'm kind of curious. Maybe I'll get a chance to sneak out and spectate.
Okay. How long will submissions for social goals be accepted? I haven't finished my fan fiction.
We are so the project is closed, so we probably will not accept anything past midnight tonight. Chris will probably be closing out the submissions tomorrow morning. But if you want to finish something like right now, you can still get it in, and we'll still count it towards the final total. But probably tomorrow we're gonna put an end to it, because we have to build Nokomento's art schedule, and so saying like here's more art. That's kind of the mess that we got into with Argent and Imperial, and we don't want to have delays. We really want to deliver games on time. The new face of Level 99 games delivered on time.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
We'll see if that dream can come true.
Level 99 games meeting deadlines, not disappointing. I mean,
yeah,
I love it. All right, we've already answered that question. Who was the most challenging characters to design for Wanderers? And this isn't a question for us.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we did design all the characters. We did we got the we got the concepts, but we did have to actually design the characters.
That's fair.
The most challenging one to design, like I said a little earlier, I think Anya's UA went through the most iterations. Daijin also took quite a bit of work.
Yeah, Daijin recently just got an entire rework, right? Like the Daijin you saw on stream is actually no longer Daijin. So that's just how weird it is.
Yeah, it's been pretty well changed. Who else got a lot of changes? Kenny, he actually functioned completely differently the first time that we built him. And I think we imagined him being like a magician, whereas he was always meant to be a phantom thief. And I didn't really understand the difference between those two concepts. So I made him like a stage magician, and the creator's like, no, you got it all wrong. So I had to go back and revise the UA. But it's fine.
Okay. So, people in chat asked, will there be any other BCO exclusives like Riflum and 7?
Yes, we do have other BCO exclusives planned. They'll be coming up pretty soon. I can go ahead and tell you about one of them here on stream. One of the BCO exclusives that you'll be getting is Gian Erjon from Argent. He was the alternate student department character.
To try us, right?
To try us, yeah. He's on the back of Trius's card. So Gian will be available in BattleCon Online, and he is going to be a heavy tank character. And he can trade his speed down to get better defenses and range and tank up. So he has kind of these maintained buffs that go on and on for multiple rounds.
Okay.
So he's a little bit like Darius, but with defense instead of mobility.
I see. Okay, that's interesting. As far as I know, there's two things I want to ask, and I want to clarify, right? Like, people always ask me this question, so I'm now asking you this question so that we can put it to bed.
Okay.
Does Gion have mechanics that would make it hard for him to be implemented in the physical game? Yes or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
So is BattleCon exclusivity really about, they're hard to implement in a physical game, or are they just incentives for people to actually play BattleCon online compared to physical?
I would say it's sometimes. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's another. Online exclusivity is really about see it, Tyrion. I think it's really about making the experience different for each game and making the meta a little bit different. So, that's one the reason. Like we could do 7 and she wouldn't be that tough to do in physical, but we really don't want to. We really want to have a character that is kind of iconic to BattleCon Online. Because if you can just play the game on either platform and it's completely the same, then you do lose a little bit of the magic of playing it physically.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And so I guess what I'm saying is there's a lot of characters that are going to be tabletop exclusive.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take that away either.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Let's keep asking. Ken Sim asks, are there going to be force and life tokens and dodge force cards included with the Unleashed War Fate updates to bring them up to date?
Yes, they will have dodge in their base. So remember, in Unleashed, we're actually making a base kit for every fighter. So those base kits are going to have dodge, and you can just swap out wholesale and put dodge in for all the fighters. The other thing that's happening is what else? We'll have force tokens, but again, like in Trials, not every character gets force tokens. You get a set of them to use with all your characters, and a set of the overload tokens to use with all your characters. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay. When will the retail characters be available for retail?
Probably shortly after Devastation Remastered comes out. We'll start releasing them one by one, month by month. Like everything else that we offer, they'll be available worldwide, so you should be able to get them in your locale because we have distribution on every continent. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Could we have something like an organized play shop so we can get the older promos we missed? I don't think that's a thing, right?
It's not so much a thing, but they won't be impossible to get in the future. Like we'll keep cycling them around in things like what's the word? like we'll probably keep cycling them around in organized play or in like other kinds of reward packs. I think probably at conventions is a good way to get them from us. Like there'll be a good convention bonus to offer. So yeah, they won't be impossible to get in the future. But given that we've discontinued like the alternate UAs on the organized play promos, it's not that critical to get them anymore.
Yeah, they're just costumes, right?
Yeah, they're just costumes, and they're not even costumes that go on the board. They don't have a stand-up.
I see. Okay.
So,
can you please link the BattleCon tabletop simulator mod? Okay. Some people don't use Discord apparently, which is
well, you really have to use Discord. How are you going to find an opponent?
Yeah. Okay, that's fair, right? So you use Discord. That's the answer to you.
Yeah, it's pinned to Discord. We really want everybody who's playing the game to join the Discord and be part of the community. So, try to do that. If you really can't do it, I guess we can pin it here for you.
So do I pin it there or not?
Yeah, you can pin it. But it's best to join the Discord and get involved with the community. It's a real nice community.
Here's the Discord. And here's there's the Discord. The link is actually, shucks. It's going to take some time to find that link. Give me 5 seconds while you answer another question.
Oh, sure. Have you been eliminating these? Can I?
Yeah, I've been doing the thing where I click like show question or the trash can, but all it does is it says question answered.
Odd. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's talk about Pledge Manager. Right. So Pledge Manager go up in about 2 weeks. Everybody can upgrade their pledges. You can add on extra stuff. If you wanted, say, an extra copy of all the promo fighters that were unlocked, you could just add a second box of Unleashed, and you get them all again, because they'll just be included in every copy of Unleashed. So Pledge Manager pledges will not count towards stretch goals. We're going to immediately be building our production plan and immediately building out our art plan, and so we're not going to add more stuff into the project. That said, you can we're going to see about making the extra characters available. I got to think about the logistics of that a little bit more. But anyway, Pledge Manager. It's going to happen pretty soon, and you'll be able to raise your pledge and get multiple copies of stuff.
Okay, how long would
any limited goals that weren't picked up during the project?
All right, sorry, internet.
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. How long would you estimate I have to get? How long would you estimate I have to get money together for a late continue complete pledge? How long would I need to be able to do that? I think they're asking how long Pledge Manager is going to be open.
Yeah, how long Pledge Manager be open? That will probably be time limited. I expect around February next year we'll be closing it up.
Okay.
That's probably when we're going to start printing stuff. A lot of it depends on our art timeline, which we still have to go and build. So that's going to be the main bottleneck, is how long the art takes. When we finish all of our art and we go to press, that's when we close the Pledge Manager for any of our games.
All right.
So you have plenty of time to upgrade your pledge to one of these higher level pledges.
All right. Level 99 solo games, please.
Yeah, you can play 7th Cross solo. You can play BattleCON solo.
Yep, that BattleQuest, right?
Yeah, BattleQuest, and hopefully AI on BattleCon Online will get better pretty soon too. Pixel Tactics Online will definitely have a solo mode, and it'll be a pretty full featured solo mode as well. And so those are the main things. I think that we're going to work on doing more single player video game experiences in the future. I talked a little bit more about that yesterday in yesterday's stream, but we do want to do more like standalone classic style video games where you play through the game and and experience the storyline.
It ends,
so,
Yeah,
where it ends. It's not just like all lifestyle games all the time.
Yeah. All right.
Because you can really only support like 1 or 2 of those, and we have a lot of competitive communities already, so I don't think we need more.
Yeah. Will there ever be a print and play version of Trials, Wanderers, and etc.? And where can we get those in previous print and plays? I think we lost this ability, right?
We lost it. I mean, it takes. I mean, the real answer is that it's just not worth it. like it takes Josh like 2 days to put together a print and play if it's a pretty straightforward one, and we probably sold like 15 or 16 of them. And it doesn't even pay the time it took him to do it. Like it doesn't even cover that. So I don't think that print and plays are something that's really viable for us to continue to support in the future. And besides, like we already offer BattleCon Online for free, so you kind of get that free tutorial introduction anyway. Okay.
Thiago asks, who did we not unlock? There's a lot, okay?
Yeah, like there were enough to get the game up to 110 fighters in this project that were planned.
Okay. Where can we get templates for BattleCon and other level 99 games? They want to make their own custom stuff. We already answered this question, right?
Yeah. We wanted to do a magic set editor template. We probably still will in the future. I had somebody working on that, but it kind of disappeared on me. So I'm going to have to find someone else who is good at magic set editor. You can message me on Discord if you want to volunteer for that. But we do want to offer these things to the community. I just don't have anybody that's a specialist in that software to make the templates for me.
I'm trash at magic set editor, so yeah. All right. Sorry. You.
No, that's everything. That's the whole answer.
Okay. Sorry.
Apply here.
Misael Mora Valerio asks, will you implement some sort of competitive ranking system in BCO like bronze, silver, gold, platinum? Yes, we will, right?
Yeah, we're planning to. It's really a question of getting our ranked play put together, and also having enough monthly users to justify the different tiers. So like we'll probably start out with actually just 2 tiers, like silver and gold. And then as ranked gets more popular, we'll throw in bronze and then like throw in diamond and then like, legendary at the top of that. So, like it depends on how the game grows. So we want to make sure that our ranked play matches up to that and not just some arbitrary standard of 5 tiers.
Okay, that's great. Where's Marco's Fabio drawn staff pick? I don't know. That's
we should do that. We really should at some point. We need to get one from Noko because everybody else has got one now. I don't know. Actually, don't know why we didn't.
Because I'm not pretty enough.
It's the production. I think it's just the production team that gets down there.
Yeah, that's the deal. That's what everybody asked me, and I was like, nah. I don't actually produce anything in this game.
Well, right? We still should send a what's it? Yeah, Chris is not there either. I still have to have you guys do World of Indians alter egos.
No.
So.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
We already answered this question. Marco, what character do you want to have an alternate costume? Kadath. I would want Kadath to have an alternate costume.
Evil Kadath?
No, no, good Kadath. No, I'm just kidding. Probably something along the lines of, like, I already told Brad this. Brad asked me, like, if I could get a costume in BattleCon, what would it be? And, like, my answer to that is a Kadath costume that stylizes him like the Predator from the Predator series. Because essentially that's his entire kit, right? Like, he has traps, and then he has gadgets, and...
Oh, yeah.
Right, like his kit is basically like a Predator, right? He has hunters, snare, lure. Like, he sounds like a trapper hunter guy, so...
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Any chance for another Wanderers?
No, we already said that. There's no more Wanderers. That was a one-time thing.
All right.
There might be like other design competitions that we do for other games. Temporal Odyssey comes to mind. Like design a traveler competition would be pretty cool, but not for BattleCon.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I want the Hunter in 7th Cross. That'd be cool, right? Like create a Hunter. Yeah. That would be so cool. My Kickstarter account has a different email associated with it than the one I used for my BCO account. Is that going to be a problem? No, it's going to be a code, right?
Yeah, we're going to because this is actually a problem during the BattleCon online Kickstarter. We're doing this the correct way now. We will email you a redemption code, and then you redeem that code on your BCO account. That way, it doesn't matter if your emails are different.
Okay, that's beautiful. Somebody asked, is there a way to just ban mirror matches in BattleCon online character select?
I would like to. I think when we write the revised matchmaker, that's something that we will do. That said, in ranked play, you certainly wouldn't be allowed to do that, because if somebody wants to play their main, you can't just deny them the chance to ladder against you, because your main is their main, right?
Yeah, that's definitely true. That would warp everything.
In casual, we can certainly do that.
All right. Is there any plan to have alternate bases like Data, EX, or Almighty available on drive-through cards? We answered this already, kind of.
Yeah, right? I would like to do that, and I think a lot of those extras from Unleashed you'll be able to buy multiples of through drive-through cards. Certainly, you can get multiple copies of Unleashed during the Kickstarter project. So if you decide you want a second copy of Unleashed, including like the now, I think, like 11 characters that it comes with, you can just buy a second copy of Unleashed and you'll get all that again.
Oh, so many characters.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can I get all your playmat designs, both for BattleCon and your other games? We have an official store where you can get all the playmats.
Yeah. You can get the playmats there. Not all of our designs remain available because some of them are convention bonuses. Like we usually do a Gen Con World Tournament mat for BattleCon and Exceed every year. Those you can't really get outside of that. But the other, you can get the playmats for the games. Every one of our games has playmats available in the online store.
I have linked you to the online store. Just click the game you want the playmats for and do it. Okay. Paul asks, I heard this is the final KS project for BattleCon. There will be smaller expansion sets in the future. Will some of these smaller sets be community fighters like Wanderers? No, they won't be. We just answered that.
We're thinking more things more in the range of like boss modes or dungeon modes being more standalone boxes.
Yeah. And somebody asked the same question again and probably missed the answer. No, there will not be an organized play shop where you can buy back old promos that you missed. But we can possibly rotate them back, so you might get more chances to get them, is the answer.
Yeah, especially if you come and visit us at conventions. We try to bring an extra block of last season's promo fighter or promo cards to all of our conventions. So anybody who shows up at convention and says, hey, give me the OP stuff, can get it.
Yeah. And somebody asks, I like mirror matches. Maybe ban matchups like Rookie versus Hikech instead.
So that match is actually being fixed through balance updates to both Hikech and Rookyok.
And not just that, right? But that matchup's not actually as bad as people keep making it out to be. Like, it's actually
you have to play a very specific way, but yeah. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah, you have to play.
An experienced player.
You have to just play differently. I think that's the big thing about these matchups that people say are hard but actually aren't. Is that like they hate it when the opponent character makes them have to play their character in a way that's not normal to them. And at the end of the day, that's not a character's failing. Like, that's your own. If you want to win, but at the same time don't want to adapt your strategy so that you can win, like something's wrong with you, not the character. Yeah. Right?
Well, and Rookyok and Hikech are both characters that kind of warp the game state in a way. Rook because he has all the crazy ranges, and Hikech because he can deny ranged combat pretty consistently.
Yeah.
So that's something that, but that's something that we're working on in balance.
Yeah.
So the new Hikech will not be such a shutout.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Also, Mark is saying get good, noob. No, that's not it. Get good is not a useful thing to say to someone, right? Like, I figured that out. Like,
sometimes it is useful.
But like not in this situation, right?
Not in a strategy guide sense.
Yeah, not in a strategy guide sense. I'm just saying, like, it's not as bad of a matchup if you figure out how you should play it, which the answer to is you play point blank strikes a lot. Like, Hikech can't do anything about that. Dodge, I play burst while you're at range 4 or something. Like,
well, I think that's in some sense, like you do at some point you do have to say get good, and not just because like you want to dismiss somebody's claims, but it really is like there is a way to play this. You just need to be examining it differently or thinking differently about it. And it may be a bit crass to say like, well, we'll get good, but it is it's not I don't think it's out of line to say like this match is winnable. You're just not approaching it right.
Yeah,
you just need to think harder about the matrix of the game. Yeah, really, like, get good, but how?
Exactly. That's my point.
That's the difference between a useful thing and an unuseful thing.
Exactly.
You have to you tell them how to think about the match differently.
Thank you. It's not about like just because telling someone to just go like, oh, you just need to be better at the game. That doesn't help, right? Like you have to tell them how to get there. And I just did. So there you go for all you people with the rook catch problems. Okay. Will you have a regular custom fighter showcase videos? Look, man, or woman or person, the thing is that why would I do that when I have a bunch of legal fighters I haven't even made videos for yet? There's so many of these things, okay? I mean, like, I could show them off or something, but, like, at the end of the day, I would like to give priority to legal characters first. Bye, Thiago.
Oh. Well, it is getting a little bit late, so I think it's probably best if we wrap it up too, Marco.
All right, Brad. Thank you so much, everyone, for backing the project, for being with us on this mystical land journey that we and Brad...
It's been a long road for BattleCon, and I'm glad to have walked it together with you guys.
Oh my gosh, it's so great. I mean, if you guys want to know how I feel about BattleCon, I just have a long video of me crying for 23 minutes. Future battle guides confirmed. I mean, watch the 23-minute video where I cry. I literally preview some battle guide stuff there.
It's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for listening to this Level 99 live stream, Level 99 cast, special episode. As usual, has been me, your semi-host, Marco dos Santos, also known as Mechanic Critic, also known as some random Asian guy. And with me has been the venerable, awesome, amazing, ever wonderful, and absolutely my friend,
Brad Dalton.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Been good. You guys, thank you so much for sticking with us for this additional 45-minute bonus segment. It's been great. I will see you all later, and this won't be the last live stream that we do for this project. So we will be around. So check back in soon. All right. Take care.
Take care. Thank you, World of Indians. Don't forget your special action, and thank you, World of Indians.
Thank you, and good night. Happy gaming.